Hello guys, good morning. Welcome to the session today. Hope you all can hear me. Can you guys confirm once?
Yes, sir. Yes, we can hear you, sir.
Okay, great. So let us start the session. Okay, hope you all can hear me. So let us start the session, guys. Hope you can see my screen as well. So in this session, we are going to see the last end-to-end pipeline. So how we are going to create it. And in this particular pipeline, we are going to integrate multiple services, extracting the data from one application or one web service via API using the Airflow. So here we are going to use the Python code. So that Python code, what it will do is that so before that, 1 minute, guys. So let me try to create this Airflow instance so that the Airflow instance actually takes like 30 minutes so that we can save some time. Let me go to this particular project. Let me create a Airflow instance, guys, because this one takes actually 20 minutes, so we can save some time. Let me click on create. Yeah. Okay, now look at here. So here we are going to create an end-to-end pipeline. So what it will do is that we have a QuickBuzz API. So this API, we are going to get the data with the help of the Python. So using Python, we are going to extract the data from this QuickBuzz API. So we have some cricket statistics will be there, right? So we wanted to extract that information from the QuickBuzz with the help of the API. Using that, we are going to orchestrate it using the Airflow. Because Airflow is one of the workflow orchestration tool. Here we can use the Python. So using Python code, we are going to extract the data every day at some point of time that is orchestrated using the Airflow. And whenever the data is extracted, the Python code is going to be pushing the code to the cloud storage. Okay, so we already know cloud storage is one of the fully managed object storage service, and the data will be pushed to the cloud storage in the form of a CSV file. And as soon as the file is pushed to the cloud storage bucket, the cloud functions gets triggered. We already know that the cloud function is one of the event-based trigger solution. So using the cloud function, whenever the cloud functions gets triggered, cloud function code will run. That code will actually submit a job to the data flow. The cloud function code will run, the code will submit a job to the data flow. So what the data flow will do is that it will extract the data from this cloud storage bucket whenever it was loaded by the Airflow, and it will be loading the data to the BigQuery. Okay, it will be loading that particular data CSV file data to the BigQuery table, and it is appending the data to that particular table, or it is updating the data from that particular table, overwriting also. And from the BigQuery table, we are going to create some kind of a visualization with the help of the looker. So in the looker, maybe the visualization team, how they are going to create a visualizations also in this particular thing in 5 minutes or 2 minutes, I am going to show you how they actually create the visualizations also. Okay, so we extract the data from the QuickBuzz API using the Python Airflow, and that data will be moved to the GCS bucket as a CSV file. And whenever the file is created in the GCS bucket, the cloud function gets triggered. The cloud function will be running so that it submits a code to the data flow as a job. The job will extract the data from the cloud storage CSV file and moving that to the BigQuery table. On top of this BigQuery table, we are trying to create a Looker visualization in the Google Cloud platform itself. Looker is one of the visualization tool in the Google Cloud platform to create the visualizations or reports or KPIs, whatever you wanted to create it. Okay, so let us try to see in action this entire thing. Okay, so to do that, we need to have a code. So I have also created the entire code readily available for us, guys. So let me gonna first open the code and explain you the entire thing so that we will try to exhibit this entire thing. Okay, first thing what I'm going to do, first I have already started creating the composer environment. Why? Because it's going to be taking a lot of time. So that is the reason I have copied it. Oh, sorry, I have started creating it. Once this is created, we will try to submit our code to the data flow as well as this composer environment and cloud functions, everything. Before that, let me open this, all the applications, cloud storage. Similarly, I will open the BigQuery also. Similarly, I will open the data flow also. And I will also open the cloud function. So we need all of these things, guys. So data flow also we need. Before that, first we need the cloud function. So I'm going to open all of these things so that whenever required, I'm going to create those things. Okay, look at here. I'm going to click on the data flow now. Okay, so all of these things, I'm going to click on this running. So nothing is running now, you can see. Okay, so here we have data flow, cloud functions, BigQuery, and we have here cloud storage bucket, and we have here everything. And if you wanted to open the Looker also, Looker Studio, you can search with Looker Studio. Okay, here we have in the Google, if you search with Looker Studio, you can able to click on the Looker Studio as well. Here we are going to create a report. Okay, Looker is one of the Google's service only, guys, for creating the visualizations. So if you wanted to create it, we can able to use this one particularly. So now what I will do, I'm going to create one bucket for us. For this particular purpose, I'm going to create one bucket. Okay, because we wanted to, you guys already know that we wanted to extract the data from the using Python. We are going to load it to the one of the cloud storage bucket, right? For that purpose, I'm going to use it. So this is okay. I would say end-to-end pipeline bucket. It's a pipeline bucket, sir. I'm going to click on create. Sorry, it's already taken. That's rare. I might have taken. So let us try to create some bucket name. I would say end-to-end pipeline bucket. I would give 102. So that this might not have taken by anyone. It's okay. So I'm gonna enforce. I'm gonna click on create bucket, sir. The buckets gets created. You guys see here, the bucket is created and it is empty. We will keep it like this. Okay. So this is our source bucket where we are pushing the CSV file to this particular bucket, right? So now we have created this GCS bucket, sir. GCS bucket we have ready. Similarly, we need to create some data set also so that we can load the data to this particular data set, right? So CSV file will be loaded to this GCS and a table will be created in this particular data set. So I wanted to create a new data set as well. So I will go here and click on this one, and we have plenty of these data sets. What I will do, I'll try to create a one more data set. Click on create data set. This data set name I'm going to give a silver data set. Okay, so our gold data set, let us try to give so that it is a final table only. So gold data set I'm trying to create it as. So here we have created a one more data set also, gold data set. Okay, so we have two things readily available. What I'm going to do is that, so we have data set ready, GCS ready. And now I'm going to show you how we can open this QuickBuzz API, how you guys can create an account. Okay, for this one, I'm going to click on QuickBuzz API. So QuickBuzz API is a kind of a free set. So that's the reason we are using the QuickBuzz API. Okay, so 1 minute. I think I forgot the APIs. Give me 1 minute, sir.
Hello, sir. I have one question here.
Yes, please.
Uh, Yesterday, that in our WhatsApp group, that message mentioned for the today's 2 hours batch. So this is the for from end-to-end project you are showing right now.
Correct.
Oh, okay. Thanks.
Okay, so what we have to, first we are going to look at how we can able to extract the data from this QuickBuzz API, sir. First, what you can search with is Rapid API. So when you search with the QuickBuzz API, so if you guys have any questions, you can actually ping me, guys. You can in the chat also. I will be looking at the chat also. So or you can just tell me so that we will be going in the flow for creating an end-to-end pipeline. For doing that, we need to extract the data from this ClickBus API. So that is the reason I searched with the ClickBus API, and I'm going to click on this first link, that is a Rapid API ClickBus Cricket documentation. Click on this one. So create some account for you. I might have created an account for me. It's a very simple. What you have to do is that just create an account and give your username and password. That's it. Or go with a Google account also. That is also fine. Okay. Just create your account. I might have already created my account. If you want, I can log out. So if you wanted to create it, you can just click on sign up, guys. You can just click on sign up if you wanted to create it. Okay. So you can just click on this sign up with Google. You can click on sign up with Google, and you can select your existing Google account. Okay, so that is how it's already selecting my Google account. So I don't need to do any other things. Now you can see here we are inside the Google. We are inside the ClickBus Cricket Rapid API. So in this Rapid API, I am going to search with the ClickBus. Okay, ClickBus Cricket. Yeah, ClickBus official APIs. Click on it. So you have a plenty of APIs here. I have selected ClickBus API. Look at here. So when I search with ClickBus API, so I have here the endpoint. This is where I wanted to connect it to. Before that, click on this pricing, and okay. So subscribe it to this particular thing, guys. Okay, subscribe it to this basic thing. In the basic, you have a basic pricing channel is there, right? 10 requests per second is free. So we don't need to pay anything. Okay, you can click on this subscribe. Click on subscribe. It is a free, sir. You can click on subscribe. That's it. Okay, subscription is created successfully. What we have done, we wanted to do it only for one time, right? We are not going to do every day. Okay, what we are trying to do is that we are trying to create a subscription to this particular thing so that we can extract this data from this particular thing, right? So once you have created a subscription, you have subscribed to this particular ClickBus official API. So go to that endpoint. Go to this endpoint. Okay, come here and click on this statistics. There will be a statistics will be there. Yeah, top statistics. Okay, click on this. Okay, not this one, guys. 1 minute. Team statistics. Okay, let me run most runs. Rankings I want. It's not about the runs. Okay. Yeah, I think ICC rankings I can click on. ICC rankings I'm going to, but yeah, let me click on this one. I think they might have a little bit changed here, but it is fine, guys. You can see here. So when I click on the rankings, you will be able to see this option, right? So here ICC rankings is there. I have clicked on this batsman ranking. So your API is opened here. You can able to click on test endpoint also. So when you are extracting this data, how this is going to get the data is that this is the result is going to be like this. Okay, so you are getting the data from this one. So for the 0th person, that means the first guy who is for this particular ICC rankings in terms of the batsman. So who is the batsman? What is the rating here? And how many runs he has scored? All of those details we wanted to extract. You can see here, guys. Okay, so you see here. So ID and all of this rank is 1, and his name is Chamari Atapattu and he's from Sri Lanka, and all of these details are here. So points and last updated trend. So all of these are the columns and these are the values, and we are getting this data in the form of a JSON file. Okay, similarly this is for the, you can also see this is how the header looks like, and you can able to see here this is for the one record. Similarly you can have, okay, let me click on, you can have until 15 records it is going to be getting. What is that? Why it was not working? Okay, let me click on it one more time. It used to, yeah, 15 record, 15 items are there. You can click on this one. So 0 is nothing but a 1. So first rank, second rank, who is second rank, who is, what is his name, where is he from, what is his rating, what is his total runs, and all of those details you are going to get it here, guys. So from this API, if I try to extract it, this is my endpoint. If you wanted to get this endpoint, click on this code snippet. You can copy this endpoint snippet. So, sir, this is not Node.js. We are going to use Python to get the data. You can click on this Python and HTTP client or HTTP request. HTTP request when you go, so you have here import request. The code you need to extract the data from this particular API. So we are going to, you already see here, batsman rankings. You can see here, URL is this one only. Okay, so this particular code, if you try to use it, what it will do is that it will go to this particular URL, nothing but this URL only. And it will query the string with the help of this. Okay, this we have selected ODI email, women's. Format type is women's we have selected. Okay, 1 minute guys. So when we select somewhere men, okay, but I see here it is Atapattu is from men only. Okay, 1 minute. So this human string is 0 if I give 1 minute. So can we change anywhere guys? I see that it is a woman's only. Okay, did we open the women's? 1 minute. It should be, yeah, this is an optional parameter, but it was with women only. It was selected with women, so that's the reason we're getting the data of a woman. We don't want that. We wanted to go about. Okay, let me search with QuickBus. Okay, QuickBus. Let me search with QuickBus. So the QuickBus API will open here. So this is what we have selected, right? So this is what we have selected, and when I went to the ACC rankings, okay, top statistics, it's directly going to the women. Why? Sports. No, Crickbus cricket. Let us search with Crickbus cricket. Both are same. Okay. Okay. Why is that not there? Rapid API. 1 minute. Yeah, this one Crickbus cricket. This is what I wanted to open. Okay, so this one, try to open this one, sir. Okay, which is already subscribed just now. So this is little different. I'm not sure why we have came to that one. Both are available. Okay, Crickbus. Okay, this one, sir. Go with Crickbus cricket. Okay, search with Crickbus cricket, and this one will open. Again, subscribe to it. We already know how to subscribe to it, and go to the statistics. And here we have a ICC rankings are there. Both are similar, sir. If you wanted to get the data from anywhere, it is free only. We have already subscribed it. You can click on this Python again and request. So this is how the code is there. If you wanted to just run it for testing purpose, what is the end results, you will be able to see here. Okay, so for the first person, this is what it is. Ken Williamson, right? So he is the first guy in terms of ICC rankings, in terms of batting. So you'll be able to see his details. Similarly, if you wanted to see our second guy is like we already know he is Joe Root, and the third guy, I think, okay, Daryl Mitchell. So these are the persons that we have selected, guys. So this is how, if you wanted to get the details, so this is how you'll be able to test the endpoint and you'll be able to see all the records. And if you wanted to get the code, this is how the code, it is importing the request. This is a URL. This is a query string. So it is test, it is selected. If you wanted to test, select the some other also, you can able to test it. So I don't want the test, sir. I wanted to select other thing also, you can able to select it. And headers, we want all the these headers. The headers is for the API. So if you wanted to connect it to this particular API, what is the API key and what is the API host name? So what is your host name? So all of these things for this URL, the API key is this one, the host name. Without this one, it will not work out, guys. So you have to have it here. So you need to copy this entire thing and keep it in your Python code so that it will extract this data in the form of a JSON file, and from that JSON file you can able to convert that into a different columns, right? Because we already have here the columns ID, rank, these columns you can able to extract it, and you can transform it, and you can load it to the Google Cloud Storage as a CSV file. So that is what we are going to do. So for doing that, so let me open. I have the code repository. In here also you guys have the code repository, guys. I will show you. You guys already have this code repository. Okay, here you have the code repository. You can able to use this one. All the codes are available already. So let me open that code repository here. Okay, so let me show you the code, guys. Did I put some? Yeah, here it is. So let me 1 minute, guys. Let me open it here. So I'm opening it. So code dot, if I mention, everything will open in the Visual Studio. Yes. Look at here, guys. So this is how, when you download it also, you'll be able to see this repository. So you have Cloud Function code, you have data flow code, you have DAG code, extracting and pushing that, this is Python code, and finally we are going to create this kind of a visualization. This is also, everything is here only. First, what we are trying to do is that we need to have a Python code which will extract the data, right? So if you have a Python code only, you will be able to extract it from this ClickBus API. You can able to load it to this one as a CSV file, and that Python file you are going to orchestrate it using the Airflow. So now I am going to show you this Python file. The Python file name I have given as extract and push it to the GCS, because we are extracting the data from the GCS and pushing it to the CSV file as a, sorry, extracting from the QuickBus API and pushing it to the GCS as a CSV file. So that is what is our agenda. Now look at here. So importing the request, just now we have seen the code, if you guys remember. So whatever the code that I have shown here, right, importing the request and URL and this one, all of those things I have mentioned here only. Okay, you can see here URL, header, and format type, and the response. So this is how, what I have done is that whatever the code, if you wanted to use this code, what you have to do, sir, the URL is same, but you need to change this header, guys, because the API key for your account may be different and my API key for my account is different. So that is the reason you have to come here and change your API details and URL, so that you will be able to get the details properly. And what I'm trying to do, I'm trying to write a Python code to extract the data from this JSON file, because so data is in the form of a JSON, and the file name we wanted to finally load it to that particular bucket is batsman rankings.csv output file name. So if data fields name, rank, name, and country, okay, if that fields are there in the particular data file, I wanted to open a CSV file. Okay, create that CSV file into the, I wanted to enter those fields such as this ranking field, name field, and country field, and opening that CSV file, writing all of these details and entering those details in the field by field into that CSV file, so that that CSV file will be created first. And after that, once a CSV file is created, I wanted to load that data to the one of the bucket. Let me change the bucket name, sir. We are trying to change the bucket name. 1 minute. So the bucket name I wanted to mention is, this is my bucket name. Okay, the code is very simple, guys. You can easily understand it. 1 minute. Let me close this one. Yeah. Here I'm going to mention the bucket name. I am initializing the storage client. We are getting the bucket details, bucket path. If you wanted to create the bucket path, this is how we can create the bucket path directly. So the destination file should be showed in the GCS. So we are writing it to the CSV file. Upload from the file name. So the file name is this. We have uploaded it here as a CSV file, right? So we have created the CSV file here. That CSV file we are uploading it to the Google Cloud Storage bucket, which we have initialized earlier. So this is how what it will do is that first it will connect it to the Google Cloud Storage, and then whatever the file which we have created, that file will be uploaded to the GCS bucket, and it will also print a message saying that this one. Okay, so this is how we are using the if statements. It's because if some failed also, we will be able to see it. No data is available from the API. If the data is there, we are going to do all of these actions. If the data is not there, it is going to be printing these messages. Okay, so again here also, if there is a response from the API, then we are going to do all of these things. If there is no response from the API, we are going to print a message saying that the failure to fetch the data from this one, and whatever the error it is going to show, we are going to show it that as a error here, response error. So that is how here we have a two if statements. In first if statement, we are going to see whenever we are trying to connect it to that particular API via these credentials, when we are trying to connect it to this one, if that response is proper, if that response code is 200, then we are going to do all of these activities. If that response is other than anything, then we are going to print that error. Okay, if the error is code is 200, that means the response is successful. When the response is successful, we are going to extract the data from that JSON payload, and we are creating some variable that is CSV file. And if the data is available in these columns, we are going to create a CSV file and enter the data into that CSV file. And that CSV file, we are going to load it to the GCS. So for that, we need to create a storage client, and we are creating it to the storage client, and we are pushing the data to the GCS. So this is how, if I run this particular code, what will happen, sir? If I run this code, what will happen, sir? This code is going to be moving the data to the Google Cloud Storage bucket. Okay, moving the data to the Google Cloud Storage bucket from the API. So this is how it works, guys. Anyone have any question here?
One
Does it?
question is,
Yes, please, guys.
so anyhow, the API is returning the JSON structure, right? Why do we need to convert into CSV? We can directly pass that JSON file and
That is
write
also we can do.
the query
So, but
data.
that is also we can do. But usually, most of the times, when it is a small amount of data, we wanted to see it, the data, and as per the requirement, if you wanted to send it to the JSON, or even though you wanted to compress it, when it is a huge data, we go for that cases. But it is a small amount of data only, and it is a payload information. So we wanted to properly format it. If I try to just to use it directly, you may not be able to understand it. So that's the reason we are mentioning it in the form of a CSV file. So that file by file, we are going to write it to in the form of a field, so that you guys can able to easily understand it. But if you wanted to go for the JSON, you can go that instead of this one directly. You can just print out whether how the JSON payload looks like. Once you print out it, you will be able to see it was loading in a proper format or not. If it is loading in a proper format, you can directly go for this particular step instead of these two steps. Okay, so that is also there. This is only one step is missed. That's it. If you don't want it to go for the CSV, you can remove this step. You can directly go for this step. That is also fine. Okay.
So are we going for, I mean, live data streaming, or it is a batch processing now? That
So
steps.
it's whenever this code runs,
Okay.
right? So this is a Python code. Whenever this code runs, it extracts the data,
Yes.
right?
Okay.
So I'm going to orchestrate it using the batch only. So I don't want this data to be upgraded every minute. So I
Okay.
wanted it to be running maybe every day one time. So in that case, you can do that. Or every 15 every 12 minutes, or sorry, every 12 hours. So such that you can mention it. You can also do it every 1 hour also. It's your wish. So as per your requirement, using the cron job format, if you wanted to orchestrate it 1 hour or 5 hours or 10 hours or one day, it's your wish. Okay, because whatever we wanted to mention, that is in the DAG, we are going to mention it as a, instead of a star, we're going to mention some hour, right? So that is something that it's only with the cron job format. If you try to change it, everything will change the schedule. Every schedule is going to be changed, right? So we don't need to worry about that. It's in our hands only. Okay, yeah.
One more question is, these are the third-party APIs, right? We are
Yes,
using.
yes, yes.
If they changed any format for this APIs, let's say during the batsman, you are saying that there are rank, name, country, they are sending all that information, right?
Correct,
What
correct.
if they add any new attribute or remove the existing attribute?
In
Do
that case,
are we know about that changes?
usually what happens is that you are trying to purchase something because what we are doing is a free version. But when you are trying to purchase some kind of, actually, we are not going to connect it with them. First thing is that. So the thing is that we are not the ones who is using the QuickBuzz API, but in your company you will be having some application.
Yes.
Okay, in your company you will be having some application, your business is running some application, and that application you are going to use it, and all the details you are going to have it. And usually that never happens, the column names and all of those details never happens. But even though if it happens, so what you have to do is that you have to come to this particular code and you have to change a little bit, and they're going to be inform you as well, saying that these kind of changes going to happen in our in our API, nothing but our application. So all the downstream people has to properly we are having some maintenance happening, so we are going to do these kind of a changes. All the downstream people will be intimated about that information, so that whenever that is going to happen, so what we have to do is that they have already informed, so we have to properly change our codes and put it into the production again. So that is kind of a thing, because within your application, within your company, only within your application, something is going to be changing, everyone is going to be intimated before, because all the downstream people going to be affected because of that, right? So that is the reason
Yes.
they are going to inform us. Yes.
Yeah. Thank you.
That is the reason sometimes when you are working in the company, you are going to get some email saying that, so this is kind of a thing, we are going to have a maintenance activity, or you are going to face here some kind of a downtime. These kind of a things are going to happen in the company because of some application they are going to update it, or some application they are going to properly upgrade it. So such kind of things going to happen. Okay. Yeah. Any other questions, anyone?
Where we can find this all these codes? Can you
I
share?
have told you, right? So I will share it to you with you guys. So in our this bootcamp details also, I will add data proc, data flow, and this particular end-to-end pipeline also, so that you guys can look into it. Okay.
Please share that link
Sure.
in chat.
Sure. Sure. Chart is not possible, but this is a repository, so I will share it in the that particular link, and you will be able to access it. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, because these are multiple files, so multiple folders and files are there. Now this is how it is, guys. So for testing purpose, what I try to do is that I'll copy this code. So if I wanted to test it, because without testing this particular code or directly going for orchestration is not a good practice. So what I will do, I'll try to open the cloud shell and try to run it. Okay, so it's a Python code. I'm going to open it in the next window first. Okay, so
We can have Python editor also, right here?
yeah, we can have it.
Sir, actually, I am from Java background, so can I use this as it is in the Java editor?
Yeah, any editor. This is just a code, guys. I'm just giving you the code. You are not writing the code from the scratch. Try to do
Okay.
that. Okay. So
Okay.
I'm giving you this code to you. You guys can write. Sir, I wanted to implement a code for all other applications within your. Then you have to use whatever the editor that you have. Any editor, whether you wanted to use, most of the time people go for the Visual Studio Code because this is my favorite one. Some people use some other thing, so this is my favorite one, so that's the reason I'm using. So if you're a Java, or even the Java people also, they can use this one because this is, it supports every code. Okay, or you have
Yes.
Notepad plus plus also, you can use that one as well. So you see here, guys. Now I'm going to click on the editor also. Open the editor, so that we will try to run this code, so that we will come to know that whether this code is actually running or not. If it is not running, then whatever we are doing is going to be wasted, right? So that's the reason. First, let me add a file. Okay, the file name is, let me just say, some test.py. Okay, test.py I'm adding. So I will add this entire code here. And so this is how the code is here, right, sir? So what I will do, Control S, and I'll open here. So let me click on ls. So we have that code is there in the data flow. So what I will do, you can create it anywhere, guys. I might have created in a data flow. So cd data flow. So that code test.py is there here. So I'm going to run. So it is a Python only. I wanted to run it with a Python 3 interpreter. So Python 3 test.py. I'm going to run it. So you see here, guys, data fetched and the data successfully read to this particular bucket. It's very fast because it's a very small amount of data. It's like hardly some 15 records only, right? So very small CSV file. So this is what it is. So why I have mentioned here these messages is that, so you see here data fetched successfully and written to the CSV file, and file this file is uploaded to this bucket. Now look at here, those numbers are both are done here successfully. That means if you go to this particular bucket and refresh it, you will be having that batsman.csv. Okay, so this is only for testing purpose I have done. So this code is perfectly running. Yes or no, guys? Are you able to understand that? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes. So now I don't want this one because just to testing purpose only I have done it. So I'm going to click on delete. Okay, I'm deleting it. So the code is tested properly and it is running well and good. So now what I will do, I think we might have created a demo environment. So now we have a Python code. Now try to understand this point, guys. We have a Python code and we wanted to orchestrate this Python using the Airflow. So what we have to do, sir, in the Airflow? Guys, what we have to do in the Airflow? I have some Python code. I wanted to run it. So what in the Airflow we can do?
Cron job.
We can create tag.
Perfect. Someone told that. We need to create the DAG. Yes. So we need to create the DAG and we need to find the operator to run this Python code. What could be the operator, sir? Can anyone guess it? What could be the operator to run the
Python operator?
Python operator is there. Perfect. So I'm going to do I'm going to create a one task in the DAG. The operator is Python operator. I'll just mention this path of this particular code so that it is going to be running. So before that, what I will try to do, I will try to go to any of the bucket. Okay, I'll try to go to any of the bucket because this code is running. So what I will do, I will try to create one more bucket also, sir. That bucket is source code bucket. So this is my source code bucket. I'm going to give is 1 or 2. I'm going to click on create. I'm trying to create one more bucket, sir. This is a source code bucket where my source code is going to be uploaded. I'm going to click on upload files. So maybe data engineer, whole notes, require QuickBus API. So just now we have done extract and push. I think the extract and push is saved and we are uploading this file to here. So this particular file, we wanted to orchestrate it using the Python operator. So for that one also, I have the code ready, sir. dag.py is already ready. We already know how to create the DAG also. We import all the modules. We provide the default arguments. So you guys can look at it here with the DAG. The DAG name I have given as a cricket statistics. Default arguments. These default arguments I have defined here. Who is the owner? What is the start date? Start date, let me change it, guys. 2024, comma. The month we have to mention that is 4, comma, 27. Okay, so it depends on the past. No email triggers are if it is successful or if it is failed, we are going to get this one. So email and failure true. So someone might have asked earlier, right, sir, I wanted to get an email if it is successful, or if it is a failed also I wanted to get an email. So in such scenario you are going to get it. So if you wanted to get a email for some other people also, you can add their email IDs because it's a list kind of a data we are going to provide it, comma, and put one more string, comma, put one more string so that those people gets intimated. Okay, now this is an email and email trigger on failure true, email trigger on retry, I don't want it. If it is failed only, we are going to get it, guys. So retry 1, retry delay. This is 5 minutes I have given here. If you wanted to change it to 2 minutes also, that's totally fine. Okay, we are creating the DAG here. DAG ID, default argument, just now we have defined. Description of this particular DAG is run an external Python script and whether it is going to be running scheduling interval So here you wanted to, sir, once in a day, if you wanted to do it daily. Okay, no, sir, I wanted to mention it as a star, or maybe every day at 5:30. We already know how to write it, 5:30, right? Star, star, star. So this is, sorry, 30 here and 5.
35.
Yes, so every day at 5:30 in the morning it is going to be running, guys. So that is how it is. Catch up. So all of these details we have mentioned. So are you guys following it or not? So now we are going to run a script. So here I am running the Python. You can use Python operator or bash operator. Anything is fine, sir. Okay. So now here you look at it, task ID, the running a script. You can mention some other also, run a Python script also you can mention. Bash, Python code, the code where it is available, we have to mention, sir. So what I will do, this code, let me try to put it in the scripts. So this particular environment is there, right? So what I will try to do, I will go to this DAG folder. I will open the DAG folder, because what happens is that whatever the scripts that you are going to run, so go to this data, or you can create a one more folder also here. Okay, so this is your, or you can put it in the data folder, sir. This is your data folder. This is DAG folder. In the DAG folder, your DAG has to be there. In your data folder, you can have your this particular file which we have selected, right? Extracted at push. So this file I'm going to put it here. Okay, so that it can be easily accessible within the Airflow managed bucket itself. So that's the reason I have put it here. Earlier we have created this bucket, that is not required actually, but you can put it here. Okay, copy this path. Copy this particular path. So I'm copying this particular path, guys, and go here and to try to mention the path here. Or you don't need to mention the path like this, because Airflow, GCS, DAX scripts. So it is not scripts here. 1 minute. Let me just show it here. So it's already there in the data. Okay. So inside your bucket, home, Airflow, GCS, DAX. Okay, DAX inside there. Okay, let me do one thing, guys. Because DAX folder is there. So inside the DAX folder, what I'm trying to do. So let me not create file here. So let me go to the DAX folder. Let me click on create folder, and the folder name is scripts. I'm going to create it. Click on it here, and inside the scripts folder, try to upload that particular file. Okay, try to upload that particular file. Try to look at it. What is happening is that, sir, inside the DAX we have a scripts folder. Inside the scripts folder you have the file. So now you can see here the path also. So DAX, inside the DAX you have a scripts. Inside the scripts, inside the DAX you have a scripts, and the file name is there here. So that is how you have mentioned the path. If you don't want to mention this path, remove it, and you can also mention your cloud storage path as well. Anything is fine. So you have uploaded here. You can also copy this path and put it also. That is also totally fine. Whether, as long as it is accessible, that is totally fine. Anything is fine. So, but now internally it is managed by the Google, a composer environment. So that is the reason this is the composer bucket. So I have mentioned here, created a folder here and copied it. Now we have successful. We have only one task. There is no dependency required. Now, no, sir. I have multiple tasks are there. What you have to do, you have to add the task by task, and you have to mention the dependency. Okay. Now look at here. Anyone have any question on this particular DAG? Do we have any questions, sir? Okay. So look at here. Importing all the modules, default arguments, defining the DAG, defining the tasks, define the dependency. Okay. If you wanted to give statistics DAG, I will give a name called statistics DAG, and the run script Python. Okay, so Python I have given. Yes, guys. Any questions?
Sir, can you show using Python operator also?
Yeah, if you wanted to use Python operator, you don't need to mention this one. Okay, sir, how to use a Python operator, the Python operator. So always, if you do not know anything, you can go to the Python operator in Airflow. So how to use it? You can always come here, click on this Python operator. You just have to mention that path only, right? So let me show you the Python operator. This is task. Okay, look at here. This is for the SQL query. Python virtual machine. Okay, I think instead of SQL query, we can mention our path. Okay, 1 minute. branch operator. We just have to mention the path, guys. As I remember, guys, right? So if you wanted to do it, so as far as I remember, so if you wanted to run this one, what you can do is that you can do like this. So as far as I remember, so if you wanted to mention Python operator, so this is how you have to mention the Python operator, and you have to import this operator also. Okay, comma. You can in Python operator, you can import that operator also. Okay, once that operator is also imported, what you can do is that run script. For the Python, you don't need to mention the this one. You can say Python command. Okay, Python script. I think some parameter will be there. I forgot that parameter name. I think Python script or something. It should be. Let us check it out. Python operator task.
Python callable, I think. I can see.
Okay. Where is that? Where is that? I did not see it.
Just scroll up. Yeah, here.
Yeah, here it is. Yes. So here you can mention that. That's it. That's it. It's same. You have mentioned here the path. This is where the path is. You have mentioned because when you mention Python operator, what does that mean? You are inside your Python virtual environment. Okay. So when you are in a Python environment, already you don't need to mention here Python your code because you are mentioning it like this here. So that is all. The same difference. If it's not working out, also you know how to debug it. Also, I have told you you can go to the errors and you can easily fix it. Okay.
Okay.
So that is how the Python operator works. Now look at here, we have the bash script and we are going to use this one. And we have mentioned the dependency properly. What I'm trying to do, sir, once the DAG is created, what we have to do, guys?
Run the DAG.
So we need to upload this DAG to where, sir?
DAX folder.
So DAG folder. So go to the DAG folder. In your DAG folder, you have a airflow monitoring DAG. So I'm going to upload this DAG also. Click on upload and dag.py. So the dag.py, I'm going to upload it here. Okay. So this is how the dag.py is also there. Okay. So now I'm not running the dag.py. So because we don't want it to run it at this point of time, I'm going to open the Airflow web server also. Look at here, I'm opening it. Look at here, I'm opening it. So web server will open. After some time, the scheduler will scan the DAG folder and it will create a new DAG and it will show up that particular DAG here. Okay, so it will take 1 or 2 minutes. And meanwhile, what we try to do is that, so far what is our agenda? We focused on this area. We focused on this area and we have successfully able to extract the data using the Python. We are able to orchestrate it also. We are able to move the data to the one of the GCS bucket also. That is totally fine. Everything is working. Yes or no, guys? Right? So
Yes.
what is our next step, sir?
Now I step to create cloud function.
So this cloud function, I wanted to create it for this particular bucket. Whenever the file is uploaded to this bucket, the cloud functions gets triggered and I wanted to write a code to submit a job to the data flow. Okay, so that is what is our agenda. Now look at here, I will go to the cloud functions, click on create function. Okay, give some function name. 1 minute, guys. Sorry guys, so I'm going to select here the first generation. The function name, you can give any function. It's your wish, guys. I'm going to keep it like this. Okay, the trigger type, what is the trigger type, sir?
Cloud storage.
Cloud storage. And the event is, what is the event, sir?
Finalizing and creating.
Finalizing and creating a bucket, select that. And what is the bucket, sir? The bucket which we have created is, I think,
end-to-end pipeline.
End-to-end pipeline bucket, right? So yes. So somewhere it should be, where is that? Yeah, here it is. So I'm going to select this particular bucket. So for that one, I'll come to the cloud functions. I will click on this browse. And you see here on the right side, you have a plenty of buckets. You select the end-to-end bucket only because, so that is the bucket where it is going to be uploading the file by the Python code. So that is the reason I have selected that. So this is our GCS bucket where the CSV file is going to be gets created here. So that's the reason. So trigger and cloud storage and event type and bucket. Click on save. Okay, so now if you wanted to add some runtime, I'm going to make it as 120 seconds so that it will be a good time for two minutes. I'm going to click on next thing. So this is where we have to add a code, and this code also I have written in the Python only. You can come here, Python 3.7 I have selected. Remove this code. I'm going to explain this code first. So here we have the cloud function code, that is function.py. Very simple code. It's nothing new here. I have just copied this entire thing because I am using the already available template. I'm not writing a new code, sir. Cloud function code I'm not writing. So what I'm doing is that in the data flow template I have told you, right? That template I am mentioning the parameters. That's it. I'm not doing anything here because there is a CSV file. There is a BigQuery. I wanted to move the data to the GCS to the BigQuery. For that one, I am not using the cloud functions because cloud function is not for the data processing activity. So that's the reason I'm using the data flow. So using the cloud function, I am creating that data flow job, and that data flow job is going to be running the moving the data from the GCS to the BigQuery. That is what we are trying to do here. So for that one, from the cloud API client, I'm importing this thing. So this is my triggering the data flow job is my function, sir. Okay, so service is this one, and project we need to change the project ID here. So the project ID is this one. I'm going to mention the project ID here. Okay, fine. So we have selected the service and project, and the template path is same, sir. This is going to move the data from the GCS to the BigQuery. As I told you already, if you remember, as per the UI, we have done it. So we can also do it via code. Something is done via UI, something can also be done via code. So this is the reason. So we are using the already available template. So that is template path is this one. So this is from the Google Cloud Storage data flow templates, US Central one latest. From this one, we are going to pick up this particular thing. And template body. So whenever you are submitting a job to the data flow, just mention your job name, parameters. Where is your bucket udf.js user defined function? Wait a minute. Do I have any UDF? 1 minute, guys. Any UDF I have? 1 minute, guys. I think I forgot. Yeah, I think, yeah, here it is. So here is UDF, guys, user defined function. Let me gonna explain you guys. So let's try to look at here. Sir, I have here, first, if I wanted to move something from the GCS to the BigQuery. So if I wanted to I wanted to move from the GCS to the BigQuery. So if it is a CSV file. So if I wanted to create a table, I need the schema. Okay, one thing we need to have a create schema, and this is something that the BigQuery schema we have to create it. This is one thing, and the second thing is that you are reading the data from the CSV file. You are going to convert that into the rows, and you are going to load it to the CSV BigQuery. So if you wanted to convert it into the rows, you need to have some kind of a function. So I'm going to use UDF, user defined function. Okay, so this is what I'm trying to do, sir. User defined function. So what it will do is that it reads the data from the CSV file. It is going to be splitting the data based on the comma, and once it is splitting the data based on the comma, converting that into each row and loading the data to the BigQuery. So for that one, the schema is here, BigQuery schema, and the schema we have rank, name, country. So these are the three details only we are extracting from the CSV file. And you can go to this function, sorry, you can go to this UDF. Look at the UDF, guys. Sir, my UDF, I am defining a user defined function called transform. This is my UDF name, sir. Transform is my UDF name. It is going to be working based on the line. So you are going to splitting the data based on the line dot split. So you have three objects, right? So you are creating one object called var object. So you are going to insert the data to the object line by line. So object dot rank index 0. When you are splitting the data, so for example, when you have the data like this, so something like some Kane is the one, Kane Williams, sorry, Kane Williams. What is happening here? Kane Williams, and you have here then okay, first is rank is 1 Kane Williams, and the country is from New Zealand. Okay, New Zealand. So this is how it is. So what you are doing, so this is your line. So you're going to splitting the data based on the comma. So when you are splitting the data based on comma, this becomes one object, this becomes one object, this becomes one object. This first index object is 0, you are going to give it to the rank column. Second is name column. Third is country column. And you are going to convert it into the string JSON format, and you are going to return a JSON string only. Okay, so this is your UDF doing. Okay, so that is what you are doing, sir. Once you are doing it, okay, now you are mentioning the path of that JSON path here. So what I will try to do, first I will upload this udf.js as well as bq.json to my Google Cloud Storage bucket. Okay, so I'll go to the Google Cloud Storage bucket. We have this bucket, not this bucket. We have source code bucket is there, right? I'll go to the source code bucket, because all the source codes I'm going to put it here only. Source code bucket. I wanted to upload it to here. No. So if I wanted to upload it, sorry. So if I wanted to upload it, I'm going to upload it, guys. So here I have cloud data flow. So both of these things, I wanted to upload it here. I'm uploading it here, guys. You don't need this one. You can delete it. You have uploaded that particular extractor.push is moved to the DAX scripts folder. Now you have here the udf.json and bq.json. Copy the udf.json path. So you copied the path. You go here, go to the function and try to remove it here. I am trying to remove it here. So udf.json is uploaded. Similarly, JSON path. That is nothing but a BigQuery schema. Okay, BigQuery schema file also we need to upload. So go back, copy the BigQuery JSON, copy this path, go here, and try to mention the path here also. Okay, so that is also done. So UDF name. So what is your UDF name, sir? If you remember, if you given some name here, the UDF name has to be mentioned here also. So based on that UDF function name only, it is going to be working. The function is triggered via this one only. And the output table. Okay, where do you wanted to load this data to the? Sir, we have created some data set, if you remember. I'll go to that particular data set. Here, this is a data set, gold data set. I'm going to click on this, copy this particular data set details. I'll go here to my code and I will mention here the code. Okay, and here instead of dot, we are going to use the colon, guys, all the time. So whenever you are mentioning in the data flow, whenever you are running your code, instead of project ID dot, you don't use project ID colon, you are going to use it. So try to change this colon here and go to data set dot, the table name. The table name I have given as ICC ODI batsman ranking. And input file pattern. So where you are having your input file, sir, your input file is going to be uploaded to where, sir? Your input file will be available where? So it will be available in the, sorry, it will be available in your end-to-end pipeline, right? Copy this bucket name. The file name is going to be this one. The file path of that input file is going to be this one. I have given batsman rankings.csv. Whenever it is uploading this particular file, it is going to be moving that to the BigQuery file. And finally, this is a temporary directory. Okay, for the temporary directory, I am going to use source bucket 102. Source bucket 102. Okay, so this is how what I have done, sir. I have provided the job name. So I am using the existing template. This is my GCS2 BigQuery template. The template body, I'm providing the parameters such as the job name, the other parameters such as the JSON UDF path, JSON schema file, transform JSON UDF name, and output table which we wanted to load it to. The input file pattern we are mentioning. This is a pattern. So again, the temporary directory. So that's it. So what we are trying to do, we are trying to execute it. So you can see here, for this template to run, we have provided the project ID, template path, and template body, and we are trying to response is equal to request.execute, so that this will be executed. So this is how we are going to create a function. What this function will do, sir, whenever it is running? Can anyone guess it? What it is going to be doing?
It will trigger the data flow.
Yes, what it will do is that it creates a job in the data flow. It creates a job in the data flow. This job, what it will do is that it moves the data from here and load it to here. We mentioned the GCS path, we mentioned the data set, we mentioned the UDF, we mentioned the BigQuery schema also. Everything is mentioned here. So this is what it is going to be doing. So now what I will do, I'll copy this particular path, particular code, function code, and I'll go to the Google Cloud platform. In the create function, we have came to here, right? So in the main.py, I'm going to mention this code. I have copied and pasted this code. What is the entry point for this particular function, sir?
Trigger DF job.
So this is my entry function, entry point. So I'm going to mention that entry point here. So this message will go. And the requirements, we are using the Google Cloud Storage. We are using the BigQuery also. For that one, I have also mentioned the requirement.txt. So Python API client. So that all will be having. So this is like Python SDK. It will be having all the points which it is required for this one. Google API Python client. Okay, it will be having the GCS, Dataprog, Dataflow, everything. All the client libraries will be automatically imported. So that's the reason it's a Python client. So you have mentioned the code, you have mentioned the requirement, and just click on deploy. Just click on deploy. So that it takes some time. Okay, so far we do not have any jobs. Okay, so you guys can see here, once the function is deployed, we will try to run the DAG. So let me go and refresh the DAGs. Okay, there is some error in the DAG. Let us see it, guys. There's some error in the DAG. Okay, I might have not saved the file, guys. Sorry. So I might have not saved the file. 1 minute, guys. So I'm gonna upload. So we do not. Okay. Sorry. I think here we have mentioned. Sorry, that's a problem. So what I will do, I will re-upload it. Okay. So this dag.py, I might have changed that code. So that's the reason. So let me re-upload dag.py. So this cloud functions takes 2 minutes, and this dag also takes 2 minutes for the uploading. So if you guys have any questions, you can ask me.
Yes, sir. Actually, here in the GCP, if we have the third-party code, means like whole application, and we want to deploy, and at the time of the deployment, like right now, one of the case failed. So, like we can say any time that pipeline is failed. So, after the restarting same pipeline, from where that deployment will start, from the failed point or the from beginning.
No, you mean to say this one when you are running the pipeline.
Yes.
So now this one is end to end, guys. So for now, this airflow job is scheduled to run at 5:30. Okay. Tomorrow, if it is 5:30, this airflow job, nothing but this airflow DAG will run the Python code. Okay, that code push the data to the GCS. And when the file is uploaded to the GCS, the cloud functions gets triggered and runs a job, create a job in the data flow. And the data flow will run. Data flow job will run. It automatically moves the data to the BigQuery. So everything is going to be happening all the time automatically. We are not going to do anything. So we just orchestrate this DAG so that everything is automatically working. Okay. So we are not triggering anything here.
No. I am asking like if in any step here any failure come, so how can we handle like in cloud function or in data flow or in BigQuery if you are missing something like or any changes
Because
happen?
here, okay, so if it is a cloud flow or airflow, you can able to see it in the airflow only. It's because in the airflow you will be able to see whether the Python code is running or not. It is going to creating a file or not. So this is one area. And again in the data flow, if the data flow job is failing, again in the data flow. If I don't want it to say everything here only, sir, you can go to the cloud logging. Okay, you have a cloud logging in the Google Cloud Platform. Okay, so cloud logging is what is that? So this service, this service, this service, this service, this service, this service, all of these services logs will be available here directly. Okay, if you think
Can
that
you show in the UI that cloud means like where we can get the all messages and errors?
you don't get the messages, you have to check it. It's a logs. Okay, if I wanted to show you, you don't get any message. You have to, if you wanted to get any message, you have to create such kind of a mechanism using the Python code. Okay,
Okay.
Python or Java code. So such kind of a mechanisms are not directly available. Okay, but if you wanted to check the logs, you can able to see here. All the logs will be available here. Okay, if you wanted to check
In
it with the
this, yes, in this log we will get the failed message also. It's like failed.
everything. So
Okay.
everything will be available here. For example, we are using the cloud function. Okay, we are creating this cloud function. So apply. If this gets cloud function is we have created a code here for the cloud function, you will be able to see the severity, whether it is no it is. If it is failed, you will be able to see the error also.
Okay.
When you click on this error, you will be able to see the error message here. Okay. So now I do not have, so far it did not fail. So that's the reason I am not seeing the error. But if it is failed, you will be able to see it also.
Okay. Got
Okay.
it.
Or else let me show you the data flow. Okay. I think for the data flow, it's not working. I'm not sure why. Job. So this many jobs are there. So I'm going to click on this job. Click on this one. No data is available for this one because maybe it is in different thing. I'm not sure. So I just wanted to show you the error message. This is available. So for
Can we
this,
see that error, sir? Python operator error here.
here you don't see it because it's running in the airflow. Okay, there you will be able to see it. In the airflow only you should be able to see it if it is throwing an error. Okay, because that's running in the. But a DAG was failed in the airflow. If you wanted to see that message, you'll be able to see. Okay, so you can go here again and search for the airflow. Not airflow, I think it is composer. Okay, composer environment. Central job, the environment name you can select here. This is our environment name. Click on apply. Okay, you'll be able to see again the data. So the current, see here, this is how it shows the error. Okay, so if you wanted to click on the error, you can able to see click on the error. You will be able to see why it is failed recent time. Okay, so this is how all the things are here only, guys. You will come here and you will select this particular environment resource and you select your severity, whether it is error or you wanted to see the warning or whatever it is. You'll be able to see the severity like this. So for that particular service, and do you wanted to see the logs for any of these particular things also, you can able to select the log for that particular thing. And for the environment and all of these details, you can select it. So if you click on the error, you will be able to see all the errors, why it is failed earlier. So that is how it works. Okay.
Okay. And sir, one more question. We have here configured the third-party API,
Correct.
get and post request. So
Correct.
in GCP, where we can see that API performance, like at what microsecond or how much time
No.
it's.
So that is what is again comes under the monitoring activity. So if you wanted to see that, you need to go to the monitoring. You need to create a dashboard for that. Okay. So this is all you are comes up with a typical requirements of a actual projects, right? So for all of these things, what the DevOps engineer will do whenever he is working on this type of an activity, he go to the monitoring dashboard. He go to the cloud monitoring and he creates a dashboard for that. Okay, for the health of that particular API and all of those things, you can go to the monitoring and you have to create it a separate dashboard there he is going to be creating. Okay, so he will click on this create dashboard and he will create a dashboard for that particular activity. Okay, so to check the health of it, whether it is running or not, is there any downtime, and if it's downtime also he can able to create an alert also, that is also available here. You can also create an alert also here, so that is
Means
also.
that we need to provide the API details here.
Of course, all the API details and everything you have to provide it here. Yes.
Oh, okay, got it.
So such kind of a mechanism. So all of these things, whatever your requirement is there, everything is available. The only thing is that we need to come up with a proper process and mechanism so to create that so that it is going to be working end to end. Okay. Now let me go here. So you guys can see it, cricket statistics DAG is there. And let me gonna go here. The cloud function is also triggered. And you can see here the logs. This is cloud function logs. These logs are also available here only in the logs. But here also you can able to see it. So these are the cloud function logs. Now what I will do, sir, if I wanted to test it, what we can do, sir? Sir, I wanted to test my entire pipeline. What I can do, sir?
Run the airflow tag.
So run the DAG manually. So,
Correct.
but it is going to be running it tomorrow at 5:30. But I am not. I don't want it to wait, sir, because this is only demo purpose. We are having it. But in the company, they will wait until 5:30 so that this is going to be run. So you have your code readily available here. You can check the code also. And what I will do, I click on this play button so that it will trigger the DAG. Click on this one so that this particular script, we have only one task. It is going to be running now. Any moment. See here, started running. It's a very small job. It shouldn't take much time. Hardly like 5-10 seconds only. It shouldn't take much time. Yeah, it is done. Go to your end-to-end bucket. So we did not have anything earlier. Refresh it. A file is created. So if the file is created, what it does mean, sir?
It will trigger cloud function. Cloud function will
The
trigger
cloud function
it.
should be triggered, right? So let us see whether the cloud function is triggered or not. See here,
Yeah, it's triggered.
cloud function is started and it is executed. That means it has submitted this one. It has submitted a job type. You can see here. Project ID this one, beam job, it is submitted to the data flow. So where I can go, sir, now to check the data flow job.
Go to data flow.
Go to the data flow and refresh here. So you see here, guys, beam job is running. You can click on it. So this is how it is. Everything is automated now. So this is going to be run at the scheduled time tomorrow, so that everything is run. So here we have like 4 things, and it reads the data, converts the data, and insert it into the BigQuery. So let us wait for some time. Okay. Yeah. Anyone have any other questions again? Oh, it's failed. It could be a reason that it has not created any worker nodes. Okay. Because nowadays, with the US Central one, the resources are very less because uh, you can see here the error it is because of US Central one only. Yeah. See here. Startup worker pool in the zone is failed to bring up any other desired workers because the resources are very less in that particular region. What I'll try to do, I'll go to my data flow job, that is function, and have we mentioned anywhere the location? Not here, not here. I think somewhere we have to mention the location also. Guys, did we mention anywhere the location of
Mm,
this particular job? Or is it taking the function's location?
From composer itself only it will take, right, location.
No, 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 not from the composer. Maybe from the cloud function because it's triggered by a cloud function. Yeah, it is taken by a cloud function. Okay, this is a problem, guys, again because this particular resource in that particular region. Okay, let me try to mention the location.
can we change manually here?
Yeah, yeah, that's what I'm thinking. So I'll go here. I will try to mention. Try to mention this parameter somewhere we have to insert it. Okay, here we may have to insert the location so that while executing this one, it is going to be taking that particular location. Let me look into the template, guys. Data flow template GCS to BigQuery. So let me check it whether do we have that parameter. If we do have a parameter, then we can able to use that. Okay, data flow template. I think they are adding the region. flow templates. We have that option, I believe. So we just have to check it out using the Python. How to where are those open source? Not this one. 1 minute, guys. Let me check it. Learning the classic templates. Okay, create a template. This is the code. This is console using REST API. Environment, job name, parameters, input file, location. Okay. Okay, this is what they are doing it, location. So is it by default the REST API? Can we select the language here? It's not selecting the language. Oh, let me try to add this position, guys. Okay, let me try to add this one. Seems like this parameter we can use it to mention the location. Okay, so or else let me look into it further down. Again, the locations. In the locations, any other client is there here? Paste location
Can
parameters.
we pass region colon?
Sorry.
Can
We
we
can
pass
pass it. We can pass
region
it.
to
Just looking at like, is there any other reference that we have here? We can do that. We can do that. So they are doing it like this only. GCS location. Where is this GCS location? Oh, this is a bucket location. Sorry. Okay, wait a minute. I think I might have done one thing wrong here. I remember that. Okay, here this is the location, right? Data flow templates US Central 1. This is a location, right? Okay, we are using the template from that particular location. So that's the reason it is running in that particular location.
I think we hard coded that variable.
Correct. So template path, I am going to change it as US East 1. Let me try it whether the US East 1 will run it or not. So let us try to do it, guys. So this cloud function, okay, I may have to change the code for the cloud function. Copy this code. Okay, let me check it. This template path, the template is available or not first. It comes to here. Okay, let me try to check it out. Okay, so let me go to the cloud function and I'll click on this cloud function one. I'll try to edit the cloud function. We can edit the cloud function code also. And here I'm going to control alt, control V. Okay, sorry. I'm going to come here, US East 1. But for you guys, I'm telling you it will work. Okay, maybe for me, the resources might have exhausted. So that's the reason it is saved. Okay, so it is US East 1. I have changed it. I hope the US East 1 is available. Okay, before that, let me try to ensure it. Create a job. US East 1 is available. Yeah, US East 1 is available. Okay, so I'm going to click on deploy again. Requirements is there. Click on deploy again. So let us try to check it out, guys. Okay, so that is what we will try to do. Okay, let us wait for that. Not sure whether the template path is it is going to be working out or not. Let us try to check it out. Okay, I think we can also able to provide the location separately. Monitoring and troubleshooting. Up to data flow, writer, cost the query, notebook. Okay, deploying the pipeline, configuring the pipeline, set pipeline options for Python. They are mentioning some kind of a location, input, output, runner. I mean, there are many ways submitting the job. Okay, so you can also use some other ways also. Meanwhile, flexible classic template, yes. Jobs, data flow, jobs run. Airplane options. They are actually mentioning the location somewhere here. They're not doing anything anyway. Okay, let me come here. Seems like it is running now. What I'll do, I'll try to trigger it one more time, guys. I'll try to trigger it one more time and see. Let us try to see whether this is going to be running again. Oh, cloud functions, I'll go to the logs. I'll refresh it. It should be having an update function also, some statement for the update function. We have just updated the function, right? So you see here, these are the 2 lines for the update function, okay? So now after that, we have triggered this one. So it is ran successfully. And again, you come here and refresh it. When you refresh it, you should be able to see a one more log submitting a job. Function executed and it is running perfectly. And here we should be able to see the location. What location? Again, the location is providing it as a US simple. This is what the location. So let us try to provide the text payload. Project ID, name, type, current status, create time, location. Let us try to change the location. Again, it is going to be failing, guys. We already know. So for that particular region, the resources are 0. For me, it is 0, guys. For you, it may be available because what happens to the Google Cloud platform is that, so you see here, it is not starting the worker pool at all. So worker status, it is not starting at all. It is directly stopping it. It's because the resources are very 0. So what I try to do is that now I'll try to come here. I try to add a one more parameter, template body. So I'm trying to add a one more parameter, or let me add the location here. Okay, let me add a location here. So maybe, hopefully it should work. The location should be this one. I wanted to add it. This particular parameter I wanted to add it. Okay, so I'm adding this one, sir. So this is a purely a problem because of the location only. That's we are assuming it, and I'm going to add US East to 1 here. So template body. While this template is running, I think we can also provide it here as well. GCS path, the template path, and the template body. Okay, okay, okay. So let us try to check it out. Even this is the first time that I'm doing changing the location. Let me try to do it one more time. So please bear with me, sir, for some time so that we will try to create this one. Okay. Hope you are getting my point, right? We are just trying to change the location. Okay. Yeah. Click on deploy. So what it will do, you might have created one more file also. It might have overwritten the file. Okay. It might have overwritten the file every time it is running. Okay. So let's wait for some time here. So let me close this one. We don't need it. The cloud function. Let us wait for some time. And if this time it is not working, then the final time I'm going to check it, add it here. That's the only option, because whether adding it here, this is a template body. The template body is different, and project ID comma location is something different. I think I should have added it here. Okay, but let us try to check it out. Okay, so this is how it is. Any other questions, anyone? Meanwhile, let me go there. I think it might have refreshed. This is fine. I'm gonna go to the logs here. So it might have updated one more time. Update function is done. So I'm gonna click on trigger one more time, guys. So this is what happens every day. Okay, this is what happens every day. Today, yesterday, tomorrow. So this is how the cloud functions keep starting working on it. Okay, so I think something is wrong. Yeah, it is successful. Now let me go here and refresh it. think it will be coming up here, but I can directly go to the jobs. I think, oh, okay, it's not. Seems like some error. That location, it is not taking that parameter. So some kind of issues are there, guys. Okay, so this is how the location is not a invalid parameter. So such kind of a errors we are going to get it if that particular parameter is not expecting that environment, then this is where the problem is. So such kind of a problem we are going to get it. Okay, so what we can do is that instead of having it there, okay, so what I will try to do, okay, 1 minute, invalid JSON payload, unknown location at the launch parameters, cannot find fields details, bad request, field launch parameter, description, invalid JSON payload received, unknown name, location, or is it location or locations, guys? Is it location or locations? Have you seen that? Data flow template. So let me just let us try to do some kind of a research, guys, because changing the, because it should work for you. For you, it will work. There isn't any problem. Okay. For me, it is not working. It's because let us see. GCS to BigQuery, cloud storage and text files to the BigQuery like this. Sorry, guys. So let us look at it. So see, this is the template parameters, guys. So in the template parameter, there isn't anything like location. So we have added location. That is not how we are going to use it. Okay. And here, template region parameters that we have provided the parameters. Template name, template location. No, we have mentioned that, right? We have mentioned the location properly, but why it is not taking, I'm not sure. Okay. JSON path and everything is there here properly. Job name, version. I have mentioned the location region here only. Data flow templates region name and version. So that is what we have mentioned here. Data flow templates region and latest. So this region it's supposed to take, but it's not taking that region. So let me remove this location. This one earlier we do not have it, and this one if I give, it should be taking it. Terminal, you can run this template. Then path, input file, output file, temporary file. So latest we can use, and the version of the which is available in the non-dated parent folder. In this version, the specific version which can be nested. Region name where you wanted to deploy your data flow. That's what we have done, right? I'm not sure why it is not getting deployed to there. This is something that we have added the region perfectly, but let me click on source. Here we have added US only, but it is not submitting it to the US. So that is the problem. Okay, so let me try to edit it one more time. So let me try to check it one more time. For you, it will work, guys. If anyone trying it out me, it should work.
Can you copy paste that error?
The location error.
Yeah.
I can't copy paste it at this point of time. Maybe I can go here. No, the payload is not expecting the allocation, so that's the error. Okay, the payload is not expecting the error, so that is an error. Now, what I will try to do is that let me try to edit it. click on this next and remove the location here in the template body. And I have added it here. It's supposed to change it. If US Central one is not working out, what we'll do is that Europe West 2, let us try to do it. Europe West 1 or Europe West 2. Let me go with Europe West 2, guys. Let me go with Europe West 2. And it should be, the region should be this one only, guys. So that is what is as per the documentation says. So the documentation says is that region name, the region where you wanted to deploy your data flow job. For example, this is a one. Okay. So now from there only I extracted my code. Okay. So I am trying to update it here. I have updated it here. And while we are providing the request, we cannot provide that, I believe. Okay, let me deploy it one more time. Let me test it final time, guys. I'm not sure why it is not throwing an error. That is what it should be. Okay, so not sure why it is throwing an error one more time. So let's check it one more time finally. Okay, but the process is this one only, guys. Okay, I think I have a video for this and for this one as well. I'll show you. So in the video also I will try to show you. Okay, I have a video for this one for the last batch. Okay, if this is not working out, I'll let me go to the video and try to play it for you. Okay, it's working. So it is here. I'll go to here and it is now. And let me click on this play button. Okay, so I think it might have refreshed already. It might have done it already. So it's done. So you can go to the cloud functions and you can refresh it. Just wanted to see the information. Okay, so no entries. Why? Okay, sorry. Let me go here anyway. Refresh, the beam job is submitted. Let me see the beam job, whether what is the location. Again, US Central, I'm not sure, guys. Why. So we ran with the US East one also. Okay, I'm not sure why it is taking again US Central, US Central. Are we missing somewhere? Or this cloud function is from the US Central, so that is the reason it is doing like that. Not sure about that. The function is US Central 1 and final time, let me try to create a one more function. Okay, let me try to create a one more function, and this time function 2 I will say, and this time I will take Europe West 2, right? So which we have selected Europe West 2. Yeah, Europe West 2 I have selected, right? Or it's Europe East 1. Yeah, sorry guys, US East 1. I'm selecting the US East 1 and selecting the cloud storage bucket and finalizing the bucket. The bucket is our end-to-end bucket, and click on save. Final time, let us try to check it out. And if this is not working out, I'll show you the one more thing. And copy this trigger, paste the trigger here, go to the requirements.txt and add the requirements. And deploy. Okay, final time, let's wait. So let me also delete that function, otherwise both functions gets triggered. Okay, so let me delete this function 1. Let me delete it. Okay, let's wait. I have actually a video creator for this one as well. I think let me put it here. Okay. So let me play that video, guys, so that you can also see the same step if this is not working out. Last time for the last batch, I have actually created this video. I think that video is available now. So let me finally test it. If this is not working out, I think this should work at least. Go to the logs and click on this play button again. So it gets uploading the file, and you can go to the cloud functions and refresh it. The function is executing, so that's actually correct. Okay, it's perfect. It's executing, and the location this time it took as, where is the location? Okay, again I'm not sure, guys. Again it is taking a location as US East 1 only, US Central 1 only. Not sure why to have to change the location every time. It is again it is failed for the resources issue. Starter work pool issue, again the same problem. Is it something that can we provide the location here? Okay, so let me try to add location is equal to US East 1. Let me finally add it here, guys. I think this should work at least. Okay, 1 minute. Finally, let us try it out. This is a final method, guys. I'm trying it out. Okay, so click on next. Okay, Control Alt Control C. I shouldn't add this one later. I should be able to not going to work this out. Control V. Click on deploy. Are you guys there? Are you guys able to hear me what I'm saying?
Yes.
Okay, let's try to,
Yes.
I mean, there is some problem with the location, so let us try to check it out. If this is not working out, I'm gonna have the video here. I have the video here. For the last batch, let me gonna show you what I have done it. Okay, I mean, it was running in the US Central one. So we had created, and we have created a cloud function. So this is what I have explained. I will also pass on this video, guys, so that you can have it with you. So last time, so it was it worked directly. So you can see here. So when I refreshed this one, so you can see here create cloud function, and I'll go to the this one, and let me click on the play button. So here we do not have anything. So let me go to the airflow job, and let me click on the play button. When we click on the play button for triggering the DAG is triggered. That means if you go to the cloud storage bucket, the file gets uploaded. See here, the file is uploaded. Now you can go to the Beam data flow cloud functions. So you can able to see here the cloud functions is started. Okay, execution took started, and execution is okay. And if you can go Beam job we have created, and if you can go to the Beam job, if you refresh it, you should be able to see the Beam job. So click on this Beam job. So that is the job name that we have given. Click on the Beam job. Okay, so it actually successful, guys. So let me gonna move it a bit further so that it gets successful. Okay, so it was successful. All 3 steps were successful. Okay, 1 minute. Let me run this one so that we will also see. Yeah, it got successful all the 4 steps, guys. You can see here it got successful for all the 4 steps also. The 4th step is running and it is also successful. And after that, if you go to the BigQuery to that particular data set, you can able to see that that particular table name is going to be created. It's already created. You can see here ICC battings. If you wanted to open it, refresh the contents, just click on open. So the table is created, rank, name, and country. These are the 3 columns it is created. You can click on the details. You have the 15 records. Means top 15 people who are having the highest rank for the ICC batsmen. So you can able to see here. So this is how you'll be able to see the data. Okay, so this data is actually changes every time. So you can able to have it here. This is how we have created it. Okay, after that I have also created a visualization code as well. So this visualization, so what I have done is that 1 minute, I have ran it and let me go here to the go and refresh it here. It's not submitted. We ran it, right? Or it might have failed in that case. So the location parameter is not expected there also. So that's the reason it could have failed. Yeah, it's not expected. Okay. I'm not sure. As per the documentation, they say is that if you mention a location, they should be able to work it out. But I have provided the location, but it's not working out. So these are all the codes are available directly, and it is okay. It's by default. It is coming to the US. Data flow templates. It will come to okay. Every day it is going to be getting updated, guys. But by default, the location is US Central one only, guys. So that's what it is. So you can use these templates where every day they are going to be updating it. But anyway, let me gonna show you guys the video so that you'll be able to understand it. So what I have done is that the table is created. We have seen. You can look at it here. So the table is created. After that, I have gone to the Looker Studio. You search with Looker Studio and go to the Looker Studio and click on the blank report. And this is how the blank report opens. So we need to connect it to the data source. Our data source is BigQuery. Click on the BigQuery, select the project for the BigQuery. So our project is test project. Search that, and you can able to select the. And this is your project ID, and this is your raw data set, and this is your table name. So you have to select the details there only. So I selected this one, and data set is raw data set, and the table name is ICCOD. Click on add. Okay, once you click on add, so that particular data set will be connected to here and you can able to see the data also already. So this is how the data is there. We need to create the dashboard. That's it. That is not our that is not as a data engineer's role, but to give you some idea, this is how the people are going to do it. You guys can look at it. So I'm adding few columns, I'm adding some rank, and I'm doing some kind of activities here and there so that you can able to see the data properly. So rank and name, here we have it. If you want to add one more dimension, country also, you can add it here like this so that I'm increasing the size. Okay, so all of these activities I'm doing, and after that I'm gonna change the color so that it looks good. So this is how I'm adding the heading ICC ODI rankings, and I'm adding the country details for the filter. I'm adding this country details for the filter. Okay, for the filter, and I'm also adding the pie chart. So whenever you set for the filter, the data is automatically updated. So that is what I'm adding the bar chart also, pie chart also. You are adding the pie chart for the same data. The pie chart is already created. So this is how the data looks like. So everything is here. Now, if you wanted to change, if you select any kind of a country, automatically for those country people, you will be able to see it. Okay, for India, you can able to see the data directly. So that is how the dashboards they are going to create it. Okay, so if you wanted to change the theme of the dashboard, now you can change the theme also. Okay, so that is how I have changed the theme also here, guys. So this is how we have come to a final dashboard. So this is how dashboard looks like. So whenever that data is updated, so this is how the dashboard looks like, guys. If you wanted to use this dashboard also, you can able to use it. So this is how it looks like. This data gets updated whenever that pipeline is running, whenever the pipeline is changing. From the API, if the data is in the API, it is changing, your dashboard also automatically changes. Okay, so that is how it works. Okay, if you wanted to see the ICC main ranking, so this is the dashboard, guys. Last time I have created. Okay, so the data set was not there. It's because the data set was deleted, so that's the reason you are not able to see it. Okay, so this is how. Hope you got the idea, right? So I'm going to pass on this video as well. That is in my local system. I will pass on this video as well so that you guys can check it out. Okay, any questions, sir?
How you share this video, sir? Through WhatsApp?
No, I will put it in the link here only. Okay, so I will put it in the bootcamp only. So I will add the data proc, data flow, airflow, cloud functions, and this end-to-end project details. Okay, for the end-to-end project details, I will add it now itself. Let me add it now itself. Okay, here we are now. So for the data proc, okay, for the data proc, what we have done, we have created an end-to-end pipeline. I think for the data proc. So I'm going to add these lab sessions, guys. You can actually go for it. So here, this is the one we have seen last time. So I'm going to add this entire lab sessions. You can actually go for the data proc. What is data proc and lab sessions I'm adding? Okay, so I'm going to put it here. So what is data proc and lab sessions? So these lab sessions, I'm going to put it here inside. So if you double click on it, you will be able to open everything. Okay. If you double click on it, you will be able to open everything. If you just double click on it, the code will open. Okay, so that is how I'll remove this one. I have added the codes here only, so you guys can go. This is data proc, and similarly for the data flow. So I think for the data flow, I have told you the template method, right? So I think I'll add this one as well as this template method, and so that you guys can come here and add it. Okay, so you have here data flow. Let me rename the data flow. Okay, so you have the template method here also, and similarly for the airflow, try to add it for the why is that? Okay, yeah, I think I'll add the airflow also, and I have created the level 1 DAG for you, and I'll go here to this one and I'm going to add it here. So level 1 DAG is also there, and end-to-end pipeline final one. So that end-to-end pipeline is also here. So here, this is, you can put it in your interview. Okay, yeah, so this is here. So for this one, what I will do, let me put this link in the drive. Okay, in my drive, let me try to upload this link in the drive and I will try to paste it here. Okay, my drive. Okay, 1 minute. So I have it here, end-to-end pipeline project data flow. So I will add the link here, guys. Okay, 1 minute, it is getting uploaded. So you have all the information. Okay, BigQuery, data proc, data flow, template method, composer, level 1 DAG, end-to-end project. So this is how it is. I think cloud functions also I will try to add. Cloud function also I will try to add. I think I told you the cloud function one. Okay, yeah. So this is how it is. Where is this is our thing. So let me add. Yeah, it's uploaded. Okay, end-to-end pipeline. Let me provide the access to all the people. Anyone with the link. Copy the link. I'm going to paste the link here, sir. Okay, the link is here. You guys can go and I'm going to sync it up. Okay, when I sync it up, automatically everything, you guys, whenever you open the notebook, you'll be able to see the updated data. It gets synced, okay? I think it is syncing. So for the data engineer bootcamp, it is syncing. So it will take like 5 minutes. After that, you'll be able to access the data. Okay. Yes, guys, this is it. If you guys have any questions, you can ask me. So we have successfully completed our the boot camp. So I think even more than the boot camp I have covered here, because this is the first time we had conducted this boot camp. So there was a miscommunication. So that usually it shouldn't take more than 10 days. Usually only for 7 days of classes only I will usually take for the boot camp. But Ashok has promised that he will be teaching it for 1 month. So that's the reason. Hardly I think more than 15 days we have taught for this particular 15 more than 15 hours we have covered. So you guys go and try to have a look at my notes and try to understand few more things if you are missed it. We covered Google Cloud Storage, Cloud SQL, BigQuery, Dataproc, Dataflow, Airflow, Cloud Functions, and Project also. And the basic GCP basics, locations, interfaces, and IAM and admin also. Everything is covered, guys. Okay. Yeah. This is it, guys, from my end.
Thank
Any
you, sir.
questions? Yeah.
Where we can find notes, sir?
I think I pasted the notes link in the chat. If not, if I can also provide you the link again.
And please share interview question and answers, sir. Document any.
For the interview questions, I will try to paste it here, guys. So usually I do not have a list of questions, but I somewhere might have it. I will try to share it. Okay. Yeah. Okay, guys. So this is it. So this notebook gets synced. Okay. I'm going to copy this link. Okay. So the link is already opening. 1 minute. The link is not available for all the people.
Sir, any questions we have like while practicing, can we ask in the group, the WhatsApp group?
You can ask. That's fine. You can ask. Yeah.
Thank you.
So, sir, I have one question.
Yes, please.
So actually, sir, you have said that that will get updated on the live score. So how the live score get updated on ClickBuzz API? They are also using the same infrastructure or some?
No. That's they have their own data sources, right? Someone might have updated, right? So they have their own
In
data
that
sources.
also same thing is happening, right? Upload data and then go to sync.
Someone will be there. Someone will manually insert the data. Okay.
Okay, so from that it will get uploaded to ClickBuzz API, and from that it will show on the app.
So what happens is that there can be a multiple tables will be there at the back end, like for a table, like for bank batsman table, and runs table will be there, as well as the ODI table will be there, tester table will be there, such that so they write some query, and when they write some query, it gets the top 15 records. Okay, so that's your data source. Yeah.
Link is there in WhatsApp group, sir. Thank you.
I'm gonna paste it in the WhatsApp group, guys.
So same will be like for GCP how it is there. The same it will be there for AWS also.
Everything for everything. If you let one cloud, everything is same, sir. Pasted the link in the chat. Have a great day, guys. So let me show it here if it is opening or not. I think it should open. Yeah, it's opening. You guys can have it.
Yeah, it's opening, sir. Thank you.
Okay, guys. It is still syncing.
Thank you.
Okay. After that, it will update it. Okay, guys. Thank you all. Have a great day.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you,
Yeah,
sir.
thank you.
Bye.
Yeah. Bye-bye.
Good day.
Good day, guys.
Thank you.